Yeah, so Big Ten freshman of the year, back-to-back weeks. Is this, I mean, I've asked you this before, but have you taken to the college game faster than you maybe thought you were or would? Or
Yeah, a little bit. But when you got teammates and coaches that are there to help you, and even on mistakes, they're there to coach you and help you. They just want to help and they just want you to win. So it's been a lot easier with these guys around me. So really, just being able to do that and get some wins has helped.
Not a lot of tentativeness about you kind of getting down there with the trees. Just is that just kind of your basketball IQ showing up a little bit, or?
Yeah, I've always been one to attack the rim and kind of get in there and be active. So really just getting in there, doing what I can to either dumb it down to Zach, kick it out, or go score the ball. So really just doing what I can to help the team win.
How much easier does Zach make the game of basketball?
It's a lot easier. He's the best player I've ever played with. So really just having that threat down there, down low, and then whether it's on defense, contesting shots, or on offense, throwing it in there, it's been very helpful, and he's helped the team a ton.
Go ahead. Do you feel like the mental side of his game gets enough credit?
No, obviously it's not easy. Obviously the whole defense is prioritized around him. So really it's not easy going out there every night and being the focal point. And but he's done a great job of staying focused and staying positive with the guys, whether he's making shots or missing shots, and really just doing what he can to help the team win.
I'm sure you had to feed the post somewhat in high school at times. How do you adjust feeding a 7'4" post player?
Well, in Michigan, I actually played with a 7-footer, so I was a little bit used to it, but Zach's a little bit different than I was as a freshman or sophomore in high school. So really, it's not too difficult to throw it to him. He'll catch it no matter where it is, pretty much. So really just throwing it in there and doing my job to get in there and move off the ball. So, but Zach's very good at catching it, so it's pretty easy to trust him to throw it in there.
Was that Matt Nicholson?
Yeah, Matt Nicholson at Northwestern now.
I was just going to ask you how much schooling you had as a kid feeding the post. Is that something you learned to do when you were kind of coming up to the
Yeah,
youth
I've always
groups, or?
worked on my passing, but throwing it in my freshman, sophomore year definitely helped. And then we had a little bit at Homestead, but mostly in Michigan with Big Matt. So that helped quite a bit, but now working at it every day in practice and just running the plays that we run has helped.
They've got you running around like crazy on some of these off-the-ball routes. Have you had to, I guess, learn anything about basketball playing without the ball a little bit? Have you had to really,
Yeah, definitely.
I guess, run hard too? And how does that not wear you out?
Definitely, with guys that are stronger now defensively, coming off screens tighter and just using better angles has helped. But really just being in great physical shape. Obviously, I am out there running a lot, so really just staying in good shape and catching the ball, stepping off my guys and getting the ball. But it definitely gets tiring, but I know it's been doing pretty good at it.
That kind of role you've kind of taken to heart, that's such an important part of Purdue's offense, is kind of providing that eye candy for the defense and, you know, try to move them around and open up passing lanes. Is that, you know, something you've really kind of embraced in terms of the overall importance to the whole operation?
Yeah, I've really focused on it, whether they got to guard me because I'm stretching out the floor shooting the ball, or whether it's passing into Z, or whether it's coming off screens. They got to focus on it. And if they're not, we like that so I can get some open looks. But really just focusing on that and getting to open my open spot.
Kind of those routes where you have to run in circles. Do you ever get dizzy or anything?
It definitely gets old doing it over and over again in practice, but it's worked pretty well for us, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Can you tell early on in the game whether you're going to have a good shooting night?
I'd say so, but you never know. Sometimes you start off really bad, and then next thing you know, you get the next three to fall in. So really just trusting myself and having the other teammates trust me has helped quite a bit. But really just staying focused whether I make my first one or miss it.
Athletes and stuff are better, obviously, in college, but when you were in high school, you were the focal point of a defense. Is it almost a little easier to be a second or third option?
Yeah, it's quite a bit easier. Now I got some great players around me. I got one of the best players in the country staying down low. So really, whether I'm having an off night or someone else is, the next guy's there to pick us up, and that's what's been so good about this team. Everyone stepped up and done their job.
How do you guys avoid a letdown against Hofstra? You had the Portland, obviously, tournament early, and Big Ten easy to get up for. Is there any worry about being ready for?
Yeah, just focus on the scouting report, knowing what we got to do, and coming ready to play. We got to go out there with energy every single night, and we're going to do that Wednesday, and we're going to come out ready to play.
Thanks, Fletcher.
Thank you very much.